So I made over £11,000 in 30 days on TikTok Shop with 3 hours of work max per day. So as you can see, this was over 2 accounts, did 10.1k on that one, did just £883 on that one in a 30-day period. Now, why do I say over £11,000? Because I did also earn from other places as well, which I'm going to mention and explain further on into the video. In this breakdown, I'm literally going to show you everything from the products I promoted to how I managed to use time efficient systems to only do 3 hours of work per day, the best things that are working literally right now at the time of filming. This was literally last month, and I know a lot of you guys watching this probably do TikTok Shop already. You're thinking, bullshit, there's no way you did that with 3 hours of work max per day. And that's exactly why I just wanted to show you guys everything. No gatekeeping. I am literally going to break down every single thing I did. As I say, if you do TikTok Shop, you already know the insane earning potential with it. The money's not a problem, but what the problem is majority of us have other commitments. So I did this with 3 hours of work per day. Part of that was to set myself a challenge to prove to people that if you've got the right systems in place, you don't need to be spending your whole day making TikTok Shop videos to make serious money. And then the other half of that is obviously I run other things as well, so I can't really afford to put more than 3 hours a day into TikTok Shop nowadays. Now, as I say, we all have other commitments. Majority of you guys probably are at work, you might be at uni, we all have other commitments, but you're probably earning between £500 and 3k a month, thinking, how do you get from that point to this point without putting in more time? And in those 3 hours of work per day, that included my product research, my filming, my editing, my product selection, a couple live streams that I did. So in this, as I said, I'm literally going to break down exactly what I did, so you can now take this and you can make serious money on TikTok Shop while still having other commitments. Now, I understand the goal is to do TikTok Shop full time, like my guy Jay here. We've managed to help him quit his job now, and he used a lot of the systems that I'm about to explain to you now. His best month so far has been over a 5k month. I think it was 5.3k. But as you can see, he's doing consistent, solid months. He said here, not my biggest month, but another solid month out of the 9 to 5. He was a call handler for the NHS, and he's now living with more freedom and having more time for his family, which was the main thing that he wanted when he first came to me. Now, the reason I mentioned Jay is because now the systems that we're using to getting past those 5k months, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12k months, aren't the same systems that I'm going to be explaining to you guys that don't have as much free time as he now has. Now, when he was still at his job, these are the sort of systems that he was using, but you need to understand when you've got the time that he now has, it's a very different scenario to when you've not got as much time like Abby. Now, when Abby first came to me, she'd been doing TikTok Shop over a year, and when she joined me, she was doing £100 a month after a year of doing TikTok Shop. I'm still working with her now. She's got 2 kids, she's got a job, she doesn't have that much free time. So what we did straight away was we identified that. We realized that the goals that she had with TikTok Shop and the time that she had available didn't align. So what we did was we made her a plan. We set a realistic goal with the time she had available, which was 2k a month. The plan was then from there to drop a day at work. And as you can see, just this month, she did £2,200 a month, 2k in commissions and £200 in a retainer deal. And what we did to get to that point is we put in place a time efficient systems that I'm literally about to break down to you. We put in place a few other systems that I'm also going to explain. And then we put together a structure so that she could replicate these results across different products with no extra time. We gave her the systems, she put in the work, and as you can see, these are the results. And we're now onto the second phase of the plan. Now, as promised, I told you guys I'm going to be showing you absolutely everything. So first of all, I might as well show you guys the products that actually made me the money. These are the products that made me the money. As you can see that I had the CarPlay there, we had the bin, we had the P. Louise, we had an air fryer, we had another CarPlay, which is the same, it's just in a different link, and then the same CarPlay again, and same CarPlay again. As you can see, guys, you can spot a trend here. I think about maybe £3,600 from one singular product. Yes, they're from different links, but it's from the same brand and it's literally the same product. So why and how did I manage to do this? So if we jump onto my account here, you can see this is the first time I posted the CarPlay, 1.9 million views straight away. That's a winning product. Now, most of you will maybe do another video. You see this one here, it has 37k. After that, you'll probably leave it. But just have a look at this, okay? So I posted there, 37k, 3,500 views. So by here, you guys have definitely stopped promoting the product, okay? But look, the next video, 576,000 views, 143,000 views, 2.2 million views, okay? I keep going. 200k, 60k, 15k, 300k, 50k, 55k, 320k, 50k, and then boom, 9.1 million views, okay? And I don't stop there. 1.3 million, 60 million, 8k views. You get the idea, okay? You are leaving so much money on the table thinking that a product's done just because it's done well, and then you've made a couple of videos, 3 or 4 videos, and they've not done well, and you just leave them there, okay? There is still so much more money to rinse out of that product. Now, a lot of you are probably wondering, why did it jump the views from some of them doing 50k, some of them doing 3k, and then doing 2 million views? And these are the things I'm going to explain to you, and these are the content and efficiency systems that I want to explain to you guys so you can replicate this for whatever product you guys are promoting and is doing well for you. Put these on so I can hear it as well. Now, this is a video that I made on this exact same product months ago, probably about 6 to 8 months ago, okay? And I'll just let you watch this. Right, you need to get rid of your bathroom bin if it looks like this. We like to keep things nice and hygienic, and this just really isn't it. This one literally comes with a built-in. Also, I forgot to mention, I do my videos and all of my content without even showing my face, so that £11,000 I earn was without ever showing my face, okay? Right, you need to get rid of your bathroom bin if it looks like this. We like to keep things nice and hygienic, and this just really isn't it. This one literally comes with a built-in toothbrush holder. And when you want to open this one, all you do is tap on there. Look, I just transferred what was in that bin into there, and look how much more space I've still got. I won't be spending a fortune on these bags now either. So you guys get the idea, but I just want you guys to pay more attention to the hook of the video, okay? Right, you need to get rid of your bathroom bin if it looks like this. Okay, that was the hook for the video. This video did okay, I think about 200,000 views. This one got 1.7 million views, okay? So, how is this more time efficient, okay? I'm going to explain further in this as well, exactly how I did this and how I replicated this better, but I just want you guys to pay attention to the angle, okay? If you got family coming around this Christmas, get rid of these bathroom bins that stink. They're always open and overflowing and they fill up. Okay, now, everything about these two videos is literally the same. All that changed was the angle, okay? Because I tried to replicate this same video just like I did on the left, and it didn't do very well. But as soon as I changed it to a more relevant angle, obviously December time, end of December time, was when people were having family round for Christmas, I made a brand new angle for the exact same winning product that I'd had in the past, okay? This did okay, made me a few sales. This was insane conversions, okay? Insane conversions. Majority of that 2k that I made was from this one video, okay? That literally took me, I want to say 2 minutes max to film, okay? And then to edit it, I was doing talk while I was filming content, okay? So I had my microphone on, I was filming whilst I was talking, and the edit took me 2 to 3 minutes, genuinely. It's literally just chop the start, chop the end. As you can see, I didn't even put captions on this one, because I knew it was already a winning concept, okay? These are the things that you need to start to understand. The next thing I want you guys to understand between these videos here was I was testing different angles, testing different lengths of videos, and another thing that I did, as you can see on this video, this guy's actually right. I didn't have to think of content ideas because I used the engagement from the first video to do comment reply videos, okay? This literally meant that in the angle, I was handling objections people had, okay? So reasons that people wouldn't buy the product, okay? So I literally took what they were saying, use that as my hook. Is there audio lag? A question, as you can see, 230,000 people seem to have been interested in. One of the most annoying things about the 2025 car plays is the audio lag. But the thing, and I used that as the hook. Okay, that was the 2025. Obviously, I was promoting the 2026, and as you can see, it did well. Now, this for the full month literally got rid of the content planning, okay? I didn't need to plan my content. I was just doing it off the cuff because I'd already done the video multiple times. I knew exactly all the selling points, how to say them, pretty much said them in the exact same way, but I used the comment replies as the hook. And as you can see, I didn't just do it one time, I did it again. Let's see what I did in this video. And I did it again and again and again, okay? Now, there's other benefits to remaking your videos, especially in 2026. GMB Max is in place, which I will explain later on in the video, by the way. The more you post on a product that's doing well for you, the more you get better at delivery, the quicker you get at making your videos, the more your audience learns about the product and it builds trust for them to actually go and buy the product. It takes a few times of someone seeing something for them to actually decide they want to buy it. Convert the best. My second video didn't convert the best. Third, fourth, fifth wasn't the best converting. It wasn't till maybe my 10th, 15th video on the product that I saw those really good conversions. All that I saw in the early stages was it was getting traction and it was making a few sales. That was enough social proof for the product to tell me that it's got long-term potential. And then with it being a CarPlay adapter or a bin, they're evergreen products. They sell literally till this day today, okay? And this is another part of the time-efficient systems. Yes, it might be Valentine's Day around the corner, you might be able to make a quick buck, but we're trying to make long-term money. We're trying to make videos that are going to be making us sales in a month, 2 months, 3 months. And I'm also going to explain other ways that you can make sure that happens further on in this breakdown, okay? So, test different angles, test longer videos, shorter videos, reply to comments to save you having to plan your videos. These are all tasks that would take you time. So planning your videos probably is taking you about half an hour minimum right now. Coming up with hooks is maybe taking you another 10 minutes. When you go to film a video on a new product every time, it's probably taking you maybe an hour to film because you don't know the selling points. Whereas I know them. I could tell you all the selling points for these products literally right now off the top of my head because I've done them that many times. And the more you do these products, the less effort it takes. The next thing I want to go over is the brand leverage system. Now in 2026, this has changed massively on TikTok Shop. You know, last year you were looking at small brands, a lot of spotlight Chinese products were smashing it on TikTok Shop. Now the bigger brands have come in and they're dominating the space, as well as some changes on TikTok Shop. Now, if you are someone that's stuck between that £500 and 3K a month, one thing you probably haven't learned yet and understood yet is the impact and the difference this has made to TikTok Shop. In 2026 on TikTok Shop, not every product is equal or is fair. And when you don't have a lot of time, you need to understand how we can leverage these products and brands to make our lives so much easier. And this brand leverage system is something that I preach massively with all the people that I work with. I just chucked a couple on here, but every single person here knows or is learning how to leverage brands, okay? You don't get to just leverage brands from the start when you're not making any money, but if you do want to make money, you do need to understand this. So the first thing that I'm just going to quickly go over, because I mentioned it in this section, is GMV Max, okay? If you don't know what GMV Max is, I'll just quickly explain it. Basically, it's automated ad spend on TikTok Shop for these brands. So a brand may put 5K into the GMV Max campaign, and GMV Max basically puts that ad spend to push videos further on the best converting videos. So someone isn't manually now sat there choosing which products they like to put ads behind. Obviously, you can still do that, but a lot of brands are just using GMV Max, chucking some money in and putting the money into the best converting videos because obviously that's more profitable for them. Now, as I say, brands can still choose to put ad spend behind specific videos. So let's get into this. Why does the brand matter just as much as the product in 2026? Brands that are actively running ads means they're brands that are wanting to scale to make more money. And what does a brand on TikTok Shop need to make more money? It needs the creators to make more money. And this is why it's important that we target brands that have got budget, because they're going to push our videos further and for longer. And this is how you make money for long periods of time. You need to understand this, and you need to understand how to leverage this, especially if you don't have a lot of time. Another reason the brand matters just as much as the product is obviously, as I've just mentioned, GMV Max benefits. Now, what do I mean by more videos on the GMV Max campaign? So as I showed you earlier, I was spamming videos on that CarPlay. And what does that mean? That basically means there's more videos of mine on their GMV Max campaign that can have that £5,000 ad budget put on them, okay? So that means every time that I'm posting a video, I'm trying to find a better converting and winning formula for GMV Max to push my videos and just keep pumping it. And not every single brand has the budget to be doing that. That's exactly why maybe you're promoting a product and it's making you sales for 1 or 2 days and then it just dies off. It's because you don't understand this concept. And one of the best ways to learn about this and to figure this out is by having a connection to the brand. And that's not you knowing them personally. And this is exactly how you do it. It's something that I call the RLR method. So what's the first stage of the RLR method? Results, okay? As I said, if you're not making the brand money, the brand doesn't care about you. If you're making the brand money, the brand loves you, okay? So the first thing that you need to do is get results for the brands. Make good quality videos and make them some money. As you can see, I've made this brand a bunch of money. As I say before this, I was just like every other creator. I've got no connection to this brand. I didn't know them. I don't know the owner. I'm pretty sure it might even be a Chinese brand. I made them good money and all of a sudden I've got something to leverage, which is the next part of the RLR method. Use the results to get in contact with the brands, gain benefits and long-term deals, okay? So what did I do? I messaged the brand on TikTok saying, you know, I'm getting you these results. Have you got a WhatsApp so we can communicate easier, so I can push your product for a longer period of time. So what happened? I think this message was sent to me yesterday. So as you can see, you've got long-term contact with the brands, but I've got their number on WhatsApp. I've done this with a bunch of brands before. I've got their number on WhatsApp. Now I'm leveraging, okay? Bro, I've asked my boss to bump up your ad commission. So things when they're choosing to run ads on my videos, you often see that your commission rate's being dropped. I had a better ad commission, so they were putting money into my videos to push them further, plus I was making more than all the other affiliates on that ad commission as well. As you can see here, it's not a huge increase yet because obviously they're profit margins, but I'll keep pushing and slowly get it raised for you. So they are trying to give me more benefits and make me more money, so I keep pushing their product because I'm doing them such good work. And when you've got that leverage, you can be cheeky, you can ask for things. Can you drop the price? So this was one of the nights that I did a live stream. I was on there for about an hour and a half and I made some good money. And look, I was like, can you do something like £24 with free shipping? I'll sell them all out for you tonight. I had 500 people in my stream last night, but everyone was complaining about shipping. So now when I next go live, I can handle that objection when everyone was saying to me, oh, like, I'm sorry, but I can't pay that shipping. I had 500 people in my live stream with the product, but people weren't quite buying as many as I would have liked because people were complaining about the shipping. So as I said, drop them a little cheeky message and they try their best to give me the best price possible. That gives me an unfair advantage, which means I can sell more than other creators with less time. Now, what is the next part of the RLR method? It is relationships, okay? You're not just looking for a short-term win, okay? Especially when you don't have a lot of time. You're trying to build long-term relationships and maximize earnings through asking them for additional benefits like I just showed you before, making them more money and giving yourself an unfair advantage. Look, I'm still leveraging here even whilst I've got them on WhatsApp. Have you seen my recent videos getting some traction? Now, you might remember earlier I said to you, how did I make over £11,000? Where else did the money come from? Okay, this brand, right, and you've probably done it for brands already, would have never ever told me. In fact, they didn't even have a GMV rewards incentive sort of thing. So basically what that is if I make them a certain amount of sales, they give me a cash prize. Okay, they didn't even have one in place. Okay, so I asked them, I said, do you do this for your top creators? Because I had enough leverage, I was making them so much money that I can be cheeky, I can ask these questions. And I was like, surely I've reached them by now. Okay, what did they say? I don't think I've attached the message here, but if I find it, I'll put it on the screen. But they said, we don't have that in place. And I said, that's poor from your end. I'm driving you and I'm making you so much money. I don't really, I'm not that bothered, but I sort of went like Karen mode on them. And I was like, that's unacceptable. Do you know what I mean? I was like, that is unacceptable. I'm making you so much money and I'm not getting any sort of reward. Okay, so what did they do? They made a, let me see if I attach the picture. Yeah, so they made like a reward system for me. So they literally said for me, because I was their top creator on the product, they're going to make me a rewards program starting from that date. So obviously I'd already made them a bunch of sales, so I missed out on money. But back then I didn't have the leverage to ask for this. I wasn't making them enough money, but at this point I was making them a lot of money. So I decided to ask. And as you can see, I, from that point, hit 1,000 orders and they paid me an extra £900. That's nearly £1,000, okay? Just like that, okay? Just on top of my commissions as well, okay? So on top of those commissions, they paid me an extra nearly £1,000. And as you can see, because we had a good relationship, they were tracking it for me. They told me as soon as I hit my 1,000 orders, and they said, we'll be sending £900 straight to your bank. Can you please double check and send me your bank details so I can get the payment sent over to you ASAP? When have you ever heard a TikTok shop brand begging to send someone money? I wasn't replying and they're saying, please can you send it ASAP? We need to send you the money. They want the relationship with a good creator just as much as we want that money. What is the key point to the RLR method? The key point is this whole method can't work unless you've got the first step. Results. You need results to leverage, okay? And then from there, you can ask for commission increases, samples, ad spend behind videos, live flash sales. The brand's gonna work with you. They're now seeing it more as a partnership. And this is just something that too many creators don't understand or can't get their head around. Right, I hope you guys have got that. Let's move on to the next section. All right, Section 3, the content maximization system. Now, once you find these winning products, the goal isn't just to post more and just do different angles. It's also to maximize how much money we can make from them winning videos. And this is probably one of the most important systems, hence why I left it to the end, okay? This is literally the exact thing that my guy Chris, who literally came to me last month, has been able to implement, and this month he has done £7,800 in commissions. As you can see, he said, after only being in viral affiliates for a month, I've had an insane month. We made content changes and restructured how I do things to get a better understanding of what works for me, and the results speak for themselves. Buzzing, okay? £7,800 in commissions by doing this. As you can see, he did this over 2 accounts. And it's a similar concept to what I mentioned before. Instead of constantly hunting down different products, we squeeze as much as we can out of the winning products we have. This saves us time in product research and product selection. And as I mentioned earlier, obviously when you're making your content and stuff, so much quicker, so much easier. So what did I do, right, to take this product from 2.2 million views with okay conversions in this video to 9.1 million views with, you know, good conversions? It's not insane like the bin one that I showed before, but, you know, really good conversions and 9.1 million views on the exact same product. And this didn't happen just in one video. As you could see, I posted maybe 7 or 8 videos in between the video on the left and the video in the right. But what we're going to do is, once again, I'm going to let you watch the videos for yourself. All right, so let's check out these videos. You don't really need to watch the full videos, but just look at this. So you see the content style I've used in this video here versus the content style I'm using in this video here. Both faceless. As I say, all my videos are faceless just because I prefer doing them that way. If you do face, this works the same. This is like a skit type of video. This is just a regular faceless talk whilst filming video. Now, why do I do this? Okay, so at this point, I'm 15 videos deep on this product. Maybe there was some truth to what Abby said earlier, where she doesn't just want to replicate the same video over and over again. People get bored. And you need to identify when, this is what people sometimes can't identify, when the product's still got legs, but you just haven't got it right yet, and when people are genuinely getting bored. So what happens when I do the exact same product with a new content style? It goes from whatever 2 million views to 9 million views. And why does that happen? Number one, it literally feels like a new product. People that have seen me promote this product haven't seen me promote it in this way, so they are instantly just intrigued. It's the same good product, it's the same relationship with the brand, but all that I've done here is I've changed how I'm showcasing the product. This obviously attracts a new audience. It keeps the audience that have already seen this engaged. And once again, that's how we maximize how much we're getting from the exact same product through our content. And this can be replicated for other products as well. Now, as I showed you at the start of the video, I did this over 2 accounts. So what's another way that we can hit a new audience with the same products? As I said, I didn't really do it as much for the CarPlay. I tried it, it didn't really hit. As I said, the audience on my other page were just not interested in the product, even though it was a winning product on my other page. But what it did work for, and a lot of the times it does just work like this, the bin. I made £300 or £400 in I think 1 or 2 videos by literally just taking pretty much the exact same video and putting it over on the other page as well. Same thing we saw with Chris, 2 pages. He hit it even harder than me, 1.5k on his second page. Quick videos, not much effort, barely edited, just slapped them up on the second page, an extra 1.5k at the end of the month. That's literally nearly someone's monthly full-time wage. We have got one more really important thing to go over, but guys, I just want to tell you and show you that, like, a lot of people say that you have to give your full life to TikTok Shop to make serious money, and I am never ever gonna say to you that it's quick money or it's easy money. But once you've got the right systems and you've got the right understanding of how to go about things, you can get the most out of things that are working for you. And what does that do? That saves us time. People are thinking, how are you doing it in 3 hours a day? Guys, the videos were taking me an hour or less. The extra 2 hours were maybe on a live stream, maybe planning my videos for the next day. But I really hope with this breakdown you're starting to see and understand how using these systems makes me save so much time and gives me enough time to, you know, do other things in my life as well. Bearing in mind, I'm saying 3 hours a day. At most weekends, I don't actually make TikTok Shop videos. Maybe I filmed a few extra ones through the week. I might drop 1 or 2, or I might have filmed 3 for each day of the weekend. But I I do this so I have the freedom to live my life, do things, be with my friends and my family? And this all comes down and comes back to having systems, okay? Let's carry on with the video. Right, people, the next thing we're going to go over is the copy alter scripting efficiency system. People that have worked with me before are aware of this already, but here we go. So these are the two videos that we're going to be referring to, okay? So when you do need to script a video, which I did do for the one on the right, how do I do that in the most efficient way? Because guys, if you do TikTok Shop, you know that scripting can literally take, you know, upwards of an hour on a, 45 minutes for a single video. We don't have that time to be wasting at all. So how do we script efficiently and quickly? Okay, this was video one. Okay, video one over here. Like I told you earlier, it got about 200,000 views, very average conversions, okay, nothing special. This was the original script. As you can see here, I knew that the script had legs, okay? 200,000 views tells me, something went right here, okay? But I've just not gotten it quite right, okay? As I say, it's a testing game. So what did I do? I used Talk Audit. If you don't know what Talk Audit is, free tool. You can take a transcript from a TikTok video. All I'd have to do is put in the link of the video into Talk Audit and I can extract the script. And then this was video 2 altered, okay? So as you can see, I split here. So this is the hook and the angle, but when it came to scripting, I pretty much kept everything else the same. Obviously this video was from a few months back, so a few things have changed. How you do your CTAs has changed. There's better ways to do your CTAs now. But look, as I said earlier, I changed the hook and the angle. So what the copy alter scripting efficiency system is you find a winning script, whether it's your own, whether it's someone else's, and then you alter the hook, the angle, you change a few of the words. Obviously I got it on Talk Audit, copy pasted it into my thing, and I changed things to say things how I currently say things. If it's someone else's script, they may say things differently to how you say things. Change it so it's how you would say it. Literally takes 5 minutes, and then you've got your new script. This literally takes scripting from like a 30-minute process to a 3 to 5 minute process. And as you can see down here, the video got 1.7 million views with great conversions. Video converted really, really nicely. Not a new product, nothing that people hadn't seen before, but it was just a new angle, something relevant to that time. This was around Christmas time when people don't have money. In a few months I might try and do another relevant angle to something when people have more money and the video might convert even better. This literally meant that I didn't have to sit there scripting a full new video. I used my original script, change some things around, change the CTA, change the hook and the angle, and I made a lot of money. So with these systems, I've just shown you and I've broken down how I was able to make over £11,000 in 30 days with 3 hours of work max per day. So how can you do it as well? Nothing that I've just shown you here is theory. I've literally shown you how I did it, my thought process, what I was thinking about as I was doing everything. And I do TikTok Shop as more of a side hustle now. If I was putting all my time into TikTok Shop, 8 to 10 hours a day, I don't know. I'm not going to say anything that, I've not done, but you guys can see what I'm able to do with 3 hours of work per day. And it's not just me. As I said, it's all of these people that have worked with me as well. They're learning the systems. Obviously, it takes time to learn, but you can see Mark had a 10K month, Olivia 4K, Michael 3.5K, Chris 7.8K. The list goes on with people that I've worked with. This is just all that I could fit on the screen. Now, I know some of the people watching this are going to be interested in getting coached by me, so I'm just going to quickly talk about how I run it, what I do, and if you're not interested, I hope you've enjoyed the value. Feel free to click off the video. So inside of the Viral Affiliates Accelerator Circle, what I do is I place you, first of all, in groups of people that are of similar ability to you. A lot of you are in, £50 generalized discords when you're not getting specific information to you. And if you're not someone that's made any money on TikTok Shop yet, that is the right place to be. But for the people that are trying to scale to 4, 5, 6, 10, 15K months on TikTok Shop and get taught the proven systems like the ones I've just shown you, the Accelerator Circle's where you want to be. We do weekly calls. We have live classes. We've got over 4.5, 5 hours of pre-filmed things, live classes that I've done in the past that you can watch back if you've got anything that applies to you, any problems that you're currently having. In your groups, you're going to get personalized product lists. So it's not just products that are doing well on TikTok Shop generally at the moment. No products that are benefiting me, but products that we've studied and we can see people in your group, in your content style, in your earning bracket doing well with. As soon as you join me and you're going to sit down on a one-to-one call, we're going to break down down your goals, break down your pain points, break down what's not working for you. Are you working? Are you doing TikTok Shop full time? So we know the right systems that are going to work for you. You've got resources in there. I show you how to script. I show you full live tutorials. Obviously, this was just a presentation, but I show you how to, actually do things. I show you exactly how I make my videos, how I edit my videos, all the different content styles that you can do. And that's obviously constantly updated with new stuff as TikTok Shop progresses. I teach how to improve conversions, how to reach out to brands, all the things that allow these systems that I've just shown you to actually work. We know that we can help anyone, whether you've got a full-time job, whether you're doing TikTok Shop full-time, make more money on TikTok Shop, as long as you're serious about it and you're willing to put in the work as well. As I say, with it being personalized help and giving specific information rather than generalized information, we only take on a specific amount of people every so often, and then we close it, we work with the people, we get them the results, and then we take on more people. So if you want to apply and see if this is the right fit for you, or one of the other tiers of help that I offer is a better fit for you, I've got everything from one-to-one support to just a generalized group. All I'm going to do is attach a link underneath this video so you can book a call with us. As I say, it's for serious people. Depending what tier of help you go for, there is an investment, but this is quite a flex. Every single person that has joined me so far and has actually engaged, joined the calls and stuff, has made their investment back. Every single person. I hope you've enjoyed this breakdown. I hope it's given you an insight. And as I say, the call is totally free. Book it underneath this video and I'll see you guys in the next one. Love.